Harry can't answer this question on his own, so I will.
To the border.
Sure.
Do you think Democrats messed up a little bit on that one? Do you think opening it up for 4 years for 20 million people to come into this country, largely unvetted, do you think that was a mistake?
I'll have a lot to say about that. Can you, first and foremost, just so we're on the same page, like, what are you citing that Joe Biden did that opened the border?
First off, Joe Biden allowed the Remain in Mexico Act to expire and did absolutely nothing to replace it. He ended all of the construction on the border wall, and he removed the asylum-seeking ban that Trump had in place. And he did all three of those things on day one. And those three changes alone caused a flood at the border because people from all over the world knew that they could now come to America to seek asylum, and that when they showed up, there would be no border wall. And if they got caught, they would be released into America rather than forced to stay in Mexico. And when hundreds of thousands of people started coming across that border, states like Texas and Arizona started taking matters into their own hands. Texas put a buoy barrier out in the middle of the Rio Grande River. Arizona built a shipping container wall. And then the Biden DOJ sued both of them, claiming that immigration law is up to the feds, not the states. And they allowed all of those problems at the border to continue and kept it hush-hush on the down low for 3.5 years. And as a matter of fact, they repeatedly told us that there was no problem at the border until the 2024 presidential election campaigns. That's when President Trump started shining a spotlight on the problem. And even though media companies like CNN refused to broadcast Donald Trump's campaigns, with the exception of the one where he got shot at out in Pennsylvania, the news still got out. Through social media, with people like me, we exposed the fact that there is a big problem at the border. It was only once the Democrats could no longer deny it that they admitted there was a problem. And then after they admitted that there was a problem, they said the only way to fix the problem was to pass another bill. Republicans and Democrats would have been okay with passing a new border security bill. But then the Democrat leadership attempted to include a bunch more money to go to Ukraine in that bill. So Donald Trump called up a few of his Republican buddies and said, hey, don't sign that bill because we can close down the border without sending a bunch of money to other countries. And that's when Joe Biden said this.
Every day between now and November, the American people are going to know that the only reason the border is not secure is Donald Trump and his MAGA Republican friends.
Joe wanted you to believe that since the Republicans refused to send more money to Ukraine, that everything happening at the border was the Republicans' fault. But no, Joe, the border was fucked up because you stopped construction on the border wall, eliminated the Remain in Mexico Act, removed all of Donald Trump's asylum bans, sued Texas to remove their buoy barrier, sued Arizona to remove their shipping container wall, had your border control cut out all the razor wire. You guys even went out of your way to create an app so people all over the world could apply for asylum remotely and then get flown into our country. And the worst part is you guys did all of this while using our tax money. And then they pay puppets like Harry to try to cover it all up. Harry, you claim to be a smart kid, right? I know this is a difficult question, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask it anyways. If Biden had nothing to do with the shit show at the border, why were the immigration numbers under control under Trump, out of control under Biden, and then next to non-existent when Trump took office again? The fact that the shit show at the border is cleaned up must mean that Joe Biden did something right before he left office, right, Harry? Oh, wait, let me guess. It's Joe Biden's policies just now taking effect, and they're going to be in effect for the rest of Trump's presidency, right, Harry? That's how you try to explain away the gas prices. In a world still experiencing censorship, anything that TikTok won't let me post here ends up over on my YouTube or my X, so make sure you check them out.